I thought I would share some of the words of an interesting and colourful writer today and offer some criticisms as I tend to do. Okay, jumping right in. Quote, I am not afraid of people who say all the wrong things that make others gasp in disbelief. I am afraid of the people who say all the right things and make others bow in admiration. It is incredibly easy to say all the right things. We all know exactly what the majority of people want to believe and want to hear. All we have to do is give them what they want. They will bow before us. Anybody can do that. I am more afraid of people who would like to persuade me into admiration than of people who are simply being people, sinning and openly talking like drunken thieves. End quote. Okay, where to start? It's not incredibly easy to say all the right things in the sense of knowing exactly what the majority want to hear, at least not all the time. Even demagogues and cheerleaders for various political causes can sometimes make major miscalculations, thinking they know what most want to hear, but end up hitting on some raw nerves, wounding some prides, offending some commonly held prejudices. Granted, there are some expert or skilled manipulators who know how to pull the strings of the masses and keep them eating out of the palm of their hand, so to speak. But not everyone is so clued up about what will get the majority on side. Also, giving people what they want doesn't necessarily lead to them bowing before you. Some folks will take what they want and be on their merry way. No bowing or scraping involved. As far as the line about sinning like drunken thieves goes, well, that could be a disturbing insight or just a colourful use of words by a skilled author. I don't know. Let's continue with another quote. Lots of people use good character and moral standing as a brand name. They know it's what people like, and they want people to like them, so they wear it as one would wear a quality brand shirt, putting it on in the morning and taking it off at the end of the day, saying all the things they know people want to hear. If they were the very last person on earth, there would be no reason for them to be of good character because nobody would see it, unquote. I see the point the author is making. Some will wear the clothes or the mask of virtue so as to increase social standing or popularity or gain a general perception of respectability, but I ask, what would be the point of so-called good character in a world devoid of other human beings? Society is gone at that point. There's no one left to be either good or bad too. I get the impression that, unlike myself, this writer is a spiritual person, a God believer, so I understand why she wouldn't be on the same philosophical page as myself. Anyway, another quote, another one. The goodness of a person is normally judged based upon how they act towards those whom they consider to be less fortunate than themselves. This has become the standard for measuring the goodness of a person. But this is erroneous. It is, in fact, very easy to be good to those whom you consider to be less fortunate than yourself. You know what's difficult? being good to those you envy. This is what's difficult to do. People believe themselves to practice equality because they are good to those who are lesser than they are. But this is not equality if they do not show the same amount of goodness to people who happen to be more than they are. I always look at how a person treats those who are more than they are, and that is how I determine the goodness in a person, unquote. Notice I'm not challenging conventional conceptions of good and bad here, just rolling with it. Okay? So, this author, yeah, she has an insight into human behaviour, for sure. Envy can corrupt a person's moral compass. But again, I'll challenge a couple of things. It isn't a fact that it's very easy to be good to the less fortunate. I've seen this behaviour firsthand in towns and cities around the world, not just here in the UK. Some people are visibly disgusted by the less fortunate, by the homeless, by the disfigured, by the beggar on the corner. But the examples don't have to be that extreme. The less fortunate are often easy pickings for the cruel and the greedy, are they not? Yeah. People in positions of relative privilege take advantage. Some women, some men though, they're just plain decent. And they don't look like they're having a difficult time thinking about trying to overcome feelings of envy, shall we say. Not having so much of a difficult time. Others, yeah. She seems like a nice enough person, this author. I'm going to link to her page on Goodreads below. She seems to have many fans and is interactive, which is good. Yeah, she's answering questions there. That being said, I'll bid you a fair and pleasant day, folks. Peace.